Good morning and welcome to Wellness Wednesday. This is my Kelly TV episode where I'm going to be answering the questions that you're dying to ask, which brings me to our first question for today. Actually, our only question for today, but here we go. Hi, Kelly. I know you talk a lot about creating heaven on earth, and I think that is wonderful. But doesn't it ever worry you about the state of the world? By that I mean what's happening with the environment and climate change and how that is affecting everything. I hate to sound like a Debbie Downer, but don't you ever worry about those things? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Thanks. Love, Sandy. Well, dear Sandy, thank you so much for your letter, and it's perfect timing since today happens to be Earth Day, so happy Earth Day, everybody. And actually, there's a couple of things you said in here that I think are important. First things first is, a long time ago, I learned from one of my dearest friends to give up worrying. My dear friend Joanne, who is a Buddhist monk who lives out in Northern California, when we first met, probably about 12 or 15 years ago, she had said to me, she had noticed that I was really quite a worrier. And because I was a worrier, it was affecting a lot of my organs and a lot of what was going on with my body. And so she taught me this Buddhist teaching, which goes something to the effect of, we should never worry about anything that is outside of our circle of influence. And to take action on those things which we can influence and which are in alignment with our spiritual path. So, with that said, as far as the earth goes, from all of the research and learning that I've done over the years, if I was to really get on board with the way it appears that things are heading, it could seem a little worrisome. However, I take the actions that I can take that are in alignment with my soul. So I drive a Prius. I've driven an environmentally friendly car since the year 2006. I have a very low personal carbon footprint. I'm very, very mindful of what I'm doing, and that fits for me. I'm also a huge meditator, so I participate in global meditations that are actually focused on holding the vision of where we see the world headed, which is towards peace and love and green, luscious, vibrant aliveness on Mother Earth. So with that said, there's always things that we can do. We just have to find the way to move forward that's in alignment with our own spiritual path. It's Earth Day. There's going to be a lot of people outside today planting their spring flowers or planting a tree or putting down some milkweed to draw the butterflies in. All of those are wonderful things. So instead of worrying, I'm going to suggest that you hang up the worry hat and start looking at what's the change that you can be in the world? Because one person can make a huge difference. I'm well known for being rescue and capture and remove little spiders or little beings from within my world. And it's funny because, sometimes you think, well, I can't make a difference. But I tell you what, when I captured that little spider and took her outside and introduced her to a new plant she could live on, I sure made a difference for her. So be the difference that you can be. And I'm going to challenge you guys to actually below in the blog post put a comment of what's the difference you're going to be. What do you want to have happen in the world, and how are you going to participate in this Earth Day today and every day? Because you know what? The world's been providing us a place to live for I don't know how many millions of years. Perhaps we could give her more than a day and make every day our Earth Day. Go out and enjoy the beauty that surrounds us. So leave your message below of what you're going to do today to influence the world around you and make it a better place. And you guys have an amazing week. Thanks so much for joining me for Wellness Wednesday. If you find this to be valuable, please like it and share it with your friends. I love you. I'm so grateful to be a part of this journey with you. See you next week.